what Will has to do with your team and what he does?
Will's always around on game days. He spends a lot of time in the locker room before and after the games. He runs our team out onto the floor. He carries the flag. He just, more than anything, he kind of keeps it loose and keeps it fun. He's a lot of fun to be around.
Now, what do you think the impact Will has on your players? Kind of putting things in perspective, because as a coach, a high school coach, you're trying to teach them how to become proper citizens, good people. It's not just about basketball.
Sure. I mean, Will, he keeps things in perspective, that there's a lot more in life than just basketball. He loves the game, so we love having him around, and he's great with the kids, and the kids love him. But more than anything, it's you always want to make people feel welcome, even if they're not necessarily part of your team. Will's as much a part of what we're doing as any of our players. He's here on a regular basis, and we really enjoy having him around.
Do you think that Will has a positive enough sports to kind of inspire these guys and make them realize, okay, look at what Will's doing. Like, we need to look at our surroundings, focus, and do our job here?
Of course.
Go on.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Can you answer what's the question again?
Do you think that Will has does he inspire the players a bit?
I think some of the older guys, absolutely. Some of our younger players, I don't think really can understand, who Will is and what he's about. But our older players, specifically, Colin Veek, whose older brother Kendall was in Will's brother's class, has been around him a lot more. Some of our juniors, like Colin Worth and Nick Niehaus, Zach Templin, have been around Will for 3 to 4 years now. And I think that he does bring some of that. But at the same time, they don't think of him as being any different. I mean, he's just one of the kids that's around, and he's in here, and when you see him interact with the guys, he's exactly the same as one of them. I mean, he's a little bit funnier, but other than that, he's they don't think of him any differently.
Some of the younger players who maybe weren't used to Will being around, how have you seen them progress since they've been here?
I mean, they definitely, they notice, a difference, but it's not something that we ever talk about, because it's just he's here, he's part of what we're doing. It's not, we never say, okay, we have to make Will feel this way or that way. We just include him in what we do, and it's never about him being any different than any of us.